Hello and welcome to Indigenous Cafe. I'm your host, Roman Orona, and I'm bringing you music, conversation, and inspiration from the native peoples of North America and all over the world. Let's get this program started with a drum group from the powwow circuit. Their name is The Tribe, and this is a song entitled Michaela's First Song. That was The Tribe off of the album Stoic, and that song title was called Michaela's First Song. And that entire album was recorded live in Southern California, specifically at the Paula Powwow. And I was lucky enough to be singing with them and be on that recording. Wayne Silas Jr. is the drum keeper. And speaking of Wayne Silas Jr., I'd like to welcome Wayne Silas Jr. to the show. So yeah, Wayne, you know, you've been powwowing for pretty much all your life. You know, you started out in Chicago and your dad introduced you to it. I mean, tell us a little bit about that, man.
Yeah, well, in a nutshell, you pretty much explained it. I grew up around the Chicagoland area with the American Indian Center, and singing and dancing with my father and uncles, and just good family friends was kind of my roots there at the Indian Center in Chicago. I developed a strong passion for it right away from the start, and have been feeding that passion ever since. Here we are, 40-something odd years later, and still doing what I love and loving life.
That's awesome, man. And I know as a father, you know, you hope that, you know, maybe your kids will follow in your roots, and, you know, tell us a little bit about that. Like, I know that they have. How does that make you feel to see them out there?
Well, definitely very proud, extremely proud. All of my children sing and dance, as well as they branch off into their own interests, mainly in different sports and recreational activities and school and things like that. So yeah, I'm very proud of all my children. My oldest son is going to be a senior in high school this year, and he is dedicating a lot of his focus to the game of lacrosse. He's had several college scouts following him, coming and watching him play and trying to recruit him. So that's something I'm extremely proud of. I always been trying to teach my children to do more than what they see, and to find themselves and find their passion and go after it. So not only have they picked up teachings and values about, singing and dancing from myself, but they've branched off and individually found things to their liking. My daughter Michaela is an avid basketball player, and that is her passion. She too also already has scouts looking at her, trying to recruit her, and she is just barely starting high school. So I'm really excited about all of that. I'm very proud of my children. That has been, the focus of my life lately, and I love that they can do so many diverse things and still have an interest to learn more and to seek more aspects in their life.
That's awesome to hear that, because, you see so much chaos going on in the world today. And as individuals like yourself and myself, we have to pass on the torch to the next generation. And, we have an obligation, right? And it's awesome to see that young generation is really bringing up their own and doing their own thing. So that's awesome, man. Hey, I know you're super busy. I just wanted to reach out and say what's up and touch bases, man. I wish you nothing but the best of luck on everything that you're doing, and to the kids, and we keep you all in our thoughts and prayers, man. I appreciate it.
Righteous, man. Thanks. Appreciate that a lot, man. Right on.
A big thank you to Wayne for being part of the show. I always appreciate when artists can take time out of their busy schedule and just spend a few minutes here with us. We'll be bringing you more interviews from different people across this great world of ours. You're listening to Indigenous Cafe. I'm your host, Roman Orona. Moving on over, I'll take you down to the Native people, brothers and sisters of Mexico. And this is Xavier Yxayotl. You're listening to Indigenous Cafe. I'm your host, Roman Orona, and that was Xavier, Quijas, Yxayotl, and that was off of the album Aztec Dancers, and that specific song title was Yxayotl.
Brotaron los lirios, las ceibas inmensas, la lluvia acarrecia la neblina densa. Un jilguero canta solo en la memoria fragmentos de historia que no volverán.
I'm the healer, protector, the teacher of time, the nurturer, the fighter, the enemy of lies. Staying quiet, still I'm absorbing all stress until I explode. Then I am simple unrest. I'm the hope that was born in Malala's heart, the dream of Sandra, looking for a fresh start. I'm the will of Rayhan to keep Island safe, the fireborn in Antioch, the surviving grape. I'm a mother, a daughter, a grand and a great responsibility to support and create. I'm the fight against a corrupt prison system, standing on the front lines, robustly resistant. I'm the key that unlocks every detention center, the cord, the blood, the mighty placenta. I am fierce, ferocious, and furiously strong. I am Mother Earth, and this is my song.
Brotaron los lirios, las ceibas inmensas, brotaron los lirios que no volverán. A la tierra.
They try to bury us, they didn't know we were seeds.
A la tierra.
So we keep on watering and pulling out the weeds.
A la tierra.
They try to bury us, they didn't know we were seeds.
A la tierra.
So we keep on watering and pulling out the weeds. I'm relieved, gazing in my newborn's eyes, her cackles, her laughter, and all of her cries. I'm a guardian, a keeper of tradition and faith, of memory and truth, the tomorrow that awaits. I'm an aspen connected to 1,000 trees, roots and leaves, fruits and seeds. I am fierce, ferocious, and furiously strong. I am Mother Earth, and this is my song.
Brotaron los lirios, las ceibas inmensas, la lluvia acarrecia la neblina densa. Un jilguero canta solo en la memoria fragmentos de historia que no volverán. A la tierra.
They try to bury us, they didn't know we were seeds.
A la tierra.
So we keep on watering and pulling out the weeds.
A la tierra.
They try to bury us, they didn't know we were seeds.
A la tierra.
So we keep on watering and pulling out the weeds.
A la tierra.
They try to bury us, they didn't know we were seeds.
A la tierra.
So we keep on watering and pulling out the weeds.
A la tierra.
They try to bury us, they didn't know we were seeds.
A la tierra.
So we keep on watering and pulling out the weeds. I'm the moment Digeria became politicized, like the second that Angela became radicalized. I'm the intention of sending a child across the border. I am Diana's gun, restoring all the order. I'm Jolene, and I'm at the head of the struggle. I am Mandaree, and Monsanto is in trouble. I am fierce, ferocious, and furiously strong. I am Mother Earth, and this is my song. I'm the moment Digeria became politicized, like the second that Angela became radicalized. I'm the intention of sending a child across the border. I am Diana's gun, and I'm restoring all the order. I'm Jolene, and I'm at the head of the struggle. I am Mandaree, and Monsanto is in trouble. I am fierce, ferocious, and furiously strong. I am Mother Earth, and this is my song. Say her name. 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 Presente.
That was Maya Jupiter, song titled Madre Tierra, and that was off of her latest release, titled Never Said Yes. And Maya's a Mexican-born Australian rapper, all-around great individual and activist. So if you have not heard of her, please go check her out. She is an amazing rapper, amazing, has a lot of things to say. Actually, listening to that song made me think of this quote by David Bauer, and it is, we do not inherit the earth from our fathers, we borrow it from our children. You're listening to Indigenous Cafe. I'm your host, Roman Orona. Hoping that you're having a great day so far, and wishing you all the best, especially in times that we're having right now, and so much issues going on in the world, as I call it, a cleansing. That was Joe Tohonnie Jr., Blessings of the Mountain Spirit, Apache Crown Dance song. And before that was Bear Creek Release the Hounds. You're listening to Indigenous Cafe. I'm your host, Roman Orona. That was Tony Duncon and Darren Yazzie with the song called Our Daughters, and that was off of their Singing Lights album. And before that was Whitefish Bay. You're listening to Indigenous Cafe.
Oh, did you go and alone? How I digging? Oh, did you go and alone? How I digging? How I digging? Oh, did you go and alone? We don't know. How I digging? How I digging? Oh, did you go and alone? How I digging? Oh, did you go and alone? How I digging? How I digging? Oh, did you go and alone? We don't know. Ne pescato de digging, ne pescato de digging. Oh, did you go and alone? Ne pescato de digging. Oh, did you go and alone? Ne pescato de digging. Ne pescato de digging. Oh, did you go and alone? We don't know. Ne pescato de digging. Ne pescato de digging. Oh, did you go and alone? Ne pescato de digging. Oh, did you go and alone? Ne pescato de digging. Ne pescato de digging. Oh, did you go and alone? We don't know. Na haga digging. Na haga digging. Oh, did you go and alone? Na haga digging. Oh, did you go and alone? Na haga digging. Na haga digging. Oh, did you go and alone? We don't know. Na haga digging. Na haga digging. Oh, did you go and alone? Na haga digging. Oh, did you go and alone? Na haga digging. Na haga digging. Oh, did you go and alone? We don't know. Ne pescato de digging. Ne pescato de digging. Oh, did you go and alone? Ne pescato de digging. Oh, did you go and alone? Ne pescato de digging. Ne pescato de digging. Oh, did you go and alone? We don't know. Ne pescato de digging. Ne pescato de digging. Oh, did you go and alone? Ne pescato de digging. Oh, did you go and alone? Ne pescato de digging. Ne pescato de digging. Oh, did you go and alone? We don't know.
You're listening to Indigenous Cafe. That was Aldo Menti, El Condor Pasa, and that's pan music from the Andes of Peru. And before that was Louie Gonnie, Birth of Rhythm. You know, there's a prophecy in Native culture about the coming together of the condor and the eagle. And that prophecy is about the people of the North and the people of the South coming together, and the power that it will create, and the peace that these people will give to the world, and the prophecies that these people will give to the world. And that time has come, and you're starting to see the people of the South and the people of the North going through this struggle right now. But just like any struggle, you come through the struggle better than when you started. And so we're seeing this right here, right now, the prophecy coming together of the people of the South and the people of the North, the eagle and the condor coming together. And the world has been waiting for this prophecy to be fulfilled. That was Mandaree, and before that was Eyabay Singers with a song called Warriors. You're listening to Indigenous Cafe. I'm your host, Roman Orona. You're listening to Indigenous Cafe. That was Mike Enis and Company with a song called Tohonnie Polka. And before that was Jim Pepper, Rock Stomp Indian Style. listening to Indigenous Cafe. I'm your host, Roman Orona, and that was Cree Confederation. It's about that time for me to wrap up the show. Thank you for listening. I hope you had a great time, just like I had a great time playing the tunes. Try to span the world today. And thanks to Wayne Silas Jr. for being part of the show as well. My blessings to you all, and I'll leave you with a quote. And this one is from Victorio, who was an Apache chief of the Warm Spring people. And he says, "Every struggle, whether won or lost, strengthens us for the next one to come. It is not good for people to have an easy life. They become weak and inefficient when they cease to struggle. Some need a series of defeats before developing the strength and courage to win a victory." And as we look at life right now, we're dealing with struggle all around us. We're struggling to unite. We're struggling to fulfill the greatest prophecy that we've ever had, which is the greatest peace on earth. But if we continue to struggle and work through it and help each other out, there will be many victories, and that promise will come to fruition. It is upon us, each and every one of us, to stand up for the greatest peace on earth and have unity on earth. Again, thank you very much. Here's a victory song from the tribe, and wishing you many victories